Good morning, everybody. It is not even 7 o'clock this morning, and we're headed out to Raking, which is very unusual. And we had some rain yesterday, and I'm going to get these guys hitched up. Brenda's going to do some raking, and I will explain what's going on. Oh, Javier. G, lady. G. G, wrong side of the pole. G, 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 G. Oh. Bah. Oh. Not used to being over here. Okay, so today we have Lady for the first time, I think, since she's been bred, that we're working her. So we have Lady and Ken, and this morning we were able to get the studs out of the pasture so that it would be safe. I talked about that the other video. Get it. Now this video, the timing is kind of messed up on this video because, get away, Lady, because we actually, this video actually from probably several days ago by the time this video actually comes out. So, but anyways, I'll explain what's going on. Let me get situated so Brenda can rake. Oh, Mr. Pa. Huh? There. I just want to get past these wagons and then you can take over. Oh. Okay, head on. Okay, I will walk around the field once while Brenda rakes this up. So here's what happened. Yesterday was supposed to be a beautiful day. According to the phone, chance of rain was pretty well 0% all day long. And then early this morning, it was supposed to turn to, we were supposed to get rain. Brenda, stay as close over here as you can without touching it, so it's not quite so close to the standing hay. Yeah, pretty well. So, anyways, I thought I had all day long to do this hay. And first thing in the morning, I had my trucker came, and I'll show you a quick clip of that.
I've been cutting firewood for the last little bit, and maybe you've seen some of my videos on that. I use a wagon to bring the firewood down here, and now my trucker's loading them up and taking to different customers. And I am kind of curious because I have 11 loads on this pile right here, and I'm hoping that he'll have 2 full loads. So it looks like it's going to be about 5 or 5.5 loads of my wagon to make up a load for this truck.
And then I had to go look at a woodlot with them, so it just took a while. And so it was probably, I don't know, 9:30 before I actually could ted. I decided I was going to ted it one more time. I just like dry hay. So I tedded it one more time. Who did I use? Can't remember who I used. But anyways, I tedded it one more time. And then I took out Buck and Ken and I raked it. I wanted to use Lady, but like I said in an earlier video, the studs were still out in that pasture straight over there. And so to be swinging here close with Lady, it just wasn't worth the risk. So I tedded those two right after lunch, thinking I'd have plenty of time to bale the hay up. Well, I was still raking. And so it was about 1 o'clock, I think, because I started early, I had early lunch, and didn't it start sprinkling. And so I quick finished up the raking and headed in, checked the forecast one more time, and it was sprinkling a little bit more at that time, and I was going to go start baling. I said, well, better see what the forecast is, and now it's gone for like a 90% chance of rain. And sure enough, we had rain all afternoon, just light showers, just enough to stop us. A couple times I said, well, maybe I could go bail. No, it was too much. So there you have it. One of those days where you think everything's going to go smooth, weather-wise at least, and then that happens. So this morning I went out to feed the horses early, and I ran my hand across the lawn, and there was no dew at all. So, oh my goodness, maybe I can make this happen. Now today's forecast is calling for a lot of rain, and as you can see right now, it's just beautiful out. But I said, well, maybe we got time, we can get that baled up. So I went out and looked at it, and all the top was all dry, no problem at all. But then when I reached underneath, which didn't surprise me at all, but there was moisture underneath. So I said, I can't bale it like that. And this was like 6:30 this morning. And so, but I said, I can't bale it like that. I got to roll it over and get a little bit of that bottom side dried. So we got to rake it. So that's what we're doing now. And it's still quite early. It's not even 7 o'clock. And we'll get this raked. And then if I can just let it set for an hour or 2 hours would be even better in the sunshine that looks like we're going to be getting, I should be able to bale this up. The tractor and baler are all ready because I got the all ready yesterday. And so I just got to hitch on a wagon and go. And yeah, it's has been just one of those days. I had all kinds of other issues yesterday I was dealing with, but I don't think I could have done anything different to have got this hay baled up. This is because of even the little bit of rain we got, it's hurt this hay even more. So the quality has definitely been lowered, but it's still okay. It's still fairly decent hay. I remember when I first moved up here, I was logging over at a place not too far from here. And of course I was from Vermont, and in Vermont you have hills, and the weather for haying just really wasn't that great. So you never even thought about going to the field till like 9 o'clock at least. Well, I can remember that one particular time I was logging on this log job over there, and it was like 7:30 in the morning when I got there, and the guy was out there baling hay. I just could not believe that you could ever bale hay at 7:30 in the morning. Well, there's been numerous times since then that it's actually happened for myself, and I was able to get hay baled that early, which is just, I still think it's incredible that's a possibility. And it looks like it could be even today, although it won't be quite that early before I start baling, because I'll wait till Brenda's done or almost done here. Now, what I do quite often, I'll share with you. Yesterday, I raked this, and so I ended up in the middle of the field right here, and I just decided to leave my rake right here, and I just walked the horses home. And then I would quite often just bale with the rake right in the field, and then that would have been just fine. But also sometimes if I feel I need to roll it over again, a lot of times I'll start in the center and actually work my way out. So I'll rake up this center windrow and just turn around, just keep going counterclockwise until I come out of the windrows. But today, because I wanted to have the first stuff that I'm going to be baled, I want that raked first so it has a longer time to dry. That's why I decided to rake myself out of the field, and I made a mess there, but it doesn't matter because as I continue raking myself around, I will clean up that raked mess and it will be just fine. So anyways, Brenda looks like she has this all down. So I'm gonna go finish up some chores and get the baler hitched onto my first wagon and hope for the best that we can get this baled up. Our weather almost comes out of the southwest, which is out that area there. And so a lot of times when I'm looking for clouds and rain, I'm looking in that area there to see if there's rain clouds coming in. And right now it looks pretty good out there. I don't see any rain clouds coming through there, although I'm a long ways from being a good weather forecaster. But not to badmouth the real professional weather forecasters, but they surely aren't that great sometimes either. Yesterday was a complete bomb for them, that's for darn sure. Okay, I have the tractor and baler out here all ready to bale. Looks like Brenda's doing good. We'll check on her. I never told you the reason why we don't have any dew is partially because of this wind we're having. It's quite a breeze and it's really drying things out nicely. So let's go see how Brenda's doing. So how's it going?
Great.
No problems at all?
No, it's perfect.
Okay, that's great. Good to hear. I'll let you finish up. And,
is there anything weird in the middle here? Just tighter turn?
No, it should be fine. And when you're done, I'll have to come out because I want to unhitch them right here in the field.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be keeping a close eye or you'll have to call me.
Okay.
Okay, keep at it.
Careful step.
Sure is good to see Lady back at it. This is going to be one of those very hard days to decide how to do things. I want to let this hay dry as much as possible, but I don't want the same thing to happen that happened yesterday and we didn't get it in before it rained. So kind of one of those fine lines as to when to bale it. Okay, well, Brenda's out raking the hay. My baler's all ready to go. I got just a few more things I gotta get done before I start baling and maybe get this hay in the barn. So right now I've got my grease gun and I have to climb up into the hay barn and grease the elevator. I have never been afraid of heights and I'm still not, but as I get older I have to caution myself and remind myself I'm not as young as I once was, and so when I'm doing height stuff, ladders and whatnot, I have to be extra careful, of course, but I still really enjoy it because I enjoy the view when I climb up. Now this is just in the hay barn right here, but we have this big hole here that we can look out, and I just so much love to look out across the field, especially if I happen to have somebody else out working my horses. I get great enjoyment out of watching somebody else work the horses. So there's Brenda. I don't know if you can see her, she's quite a ways out, but she's raking the hay up. So this is our barn. It's almost empty. Some years I will clean it all out. I did not this year. I don't know if I did last year, but with broken bales, that happens from, we have a track here on our barn with a dumper that will allow the bales to come all the way down anywhere on this track, and then it will actually dump it to wherever I want it dumped. And so in the process of doing that, you tend to break a few bales once in a while. And so we have a bunch of broken bales in the barn right now, which I wish that I wish weren't here. But like I said, some years we clean this barn out clean and start with a fresh floor, but we're not doing it this year. Just from time things, this just takes a long time to clean it all out, and it just didn't happen this year. So anyways, I have to climb up. We have a ladder. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a ladder right there. So I will climb up that ladder and up to where the motor is, and there's a couple grease fittings up there that I have to grease. So let's go up there. I have to be careful climbing these ladders normally, and then carrying a camera and a grease gun, it's always harder. But we'll get it. Bit by bit, slow and easy. Okay, so here we are up in the top of the barn. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Now what are we gonna do? Oh my goodness. Well, all you bird lovers are gonna hate me, but I have absolutely no choice but to disturb that nest of eggs, because that has got to go. Oh my goodness. Well, I just got to. I will try to do something. I'm gonna see if this might happen. Probably not, but I'm gonna get the bird off there. And then I'm gonna attempt to pick up that whole wad of hay and bring it back over here. Yeah, that's one of those, yeah, let's see how that works out type of thing. But anyways, we got to do something because we got to have the elevator. So I will get my grease fitting down in here first and just get ready to be moved, just ready to get out of here after I pick that up and see if that works. So we have another spot up here in the very top of the barn, which is even extra special to be up here and see the view of the view, see my wife working. Hi, Brenda! Up in the barn! I'm up in the barn, see me? Way high, way high! There, she saw me. All right, get to work! Oh, she's not gonna like that. I better delete that out of the video. Anyways, I just love the view. Mostly because of my wife. Okay, so let's get on it. Okay, so I got the greasing done. I'm just gonna drop my grease gun down to the floor so I don't have to carry it. And I'll see what I can do. I'm surprised that bird is still right there. I'm right here really, really close. And she is not even moving yet, although she's probably scared right to death. I'll see if I can get a close-up of her with the camera. Oh, I really hate to do this, but what you gonna do? She'll probably attack me. Sorry, bird, but this has got to happen. I'm not a big bird lover, but I feel bad about this. I'm just hoping this whole ball of hay stays together. Easy guy. So far so good. If I can get my foot out of here.
Well, I must be turning into a softie in my old age. So I thought this was a mother bird sitting on egg, because I could see an egg, and then I realized this is not a mother. This is one of the hatchlings, or little baby ones, and the egg was just one that didn't hatch, I guess. So anyways, we'll see if this one survives, and we'll just let it be. And
Okay, that's it. There's our nest.
I know I screwed up the middle, so I was waiting. I heard you coming. Because I double windrowed this one.
I see that.
Anyways, it's not that thick right there, so.
Is this whole thing doubled or just part way?
The whole thing, that one's not, but this is. See it?
Oh, you went up that and then you came down this instead of just coming down empty.
Yeah, yeah,
But this windrow over here was rolled over?
yeah, yep,
Okay, that's all what I'm concerned with.
yep. I just figured, why come back empty? And I figured you wanted the rake down at this end of the field.
I do. I would just spun around and come back down the same windrow I went up.
Oh, that's a lot of turning around
Yeah.
when you start.
But anyways, no, that's fine. Pull down there. Actually, let me just park it and I'll unhitch it.
See, that part, maybe you could
Yeah.
scoop that up. I don't know. They were very, very, very good. It was an absolute pleasure this morning working with them. The temperature's about perfect. The wind's blowing just a little bit so that the flies didn't seem to bother them, and they stayed nice and cool, and everybody just worked really well together. And it was very enjoyable. There, now everything's kind of in Windrows, so, or in a line so that he can pick it up easier.
I'll unhitch him, you can drive him back.
Okay.
Okay, get your lines and drive them home.
Careful step. I didn't tell you which way to go, and now I will.
There goes Brenda the horse lady with her mighty steeds. I hate having horses walk over the windrows because their feet drag a little and they mess up my windrows. So while Brenda takes her mighty steeds back there, I'll jump on my mighty steed and take it home too. Good job.
Thanks. You knew where they were going, that's for sure.
Okay, lay it a little bit. Oh. Trying to decide if I'm done with these guys today. I think I'll leave the harnesses on for a little while just to see what happens. Will the rains come or who knows? That wasn't too much of a workout.
No, they didn't even practice well at all. That's okay. They had a nice stroll, and lady hasn't been working for a while. So.
Yeah. No, it's good.
I want you to show me what you found in the barn.
It's a secret. Look out.
So here we are, getting some of this baled up. Jim was going to let it sit a little bit more because he looked at the weather forecast. Don't pay too much attention to the weather forecast because it is sprinkling. Anyways, he didn't. He said, I gotta go now while it's, looking good out. And isn't it sprinkling rain? Just barely sprinkling. And the sun is shining. And frustrating. This is farming. This is definitely farming. This happens a lot. We race with the raindrops. But I asked him and he said that the baler's working really well. He was out off the baler. That always makes me nervous when I see him off the baler and not baling, because that means something's not working good. But he was just adjusting something. It's always the first time of the year that we bale is always a little iffy. What happens over the winter with everything, I don't know. Still feeling a few raindrops. Stay tuned. Oh dear, here we are. We started out early and it's raining. Just drops, but it's raining. Will it stop? The sun is shining, but it's raining. He stopped baling. He's gonna get what we got in the barn. Well, we got that done and it's literally not raining, but now it'll have to dry for a little bit before we can bale it.
Raining now. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Raindrops to us, 0.
Haha. And it is raining again, just dripping.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did not enjoy this video. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next time, and maybe I'll show you a field with no hay on it.
We hope so.